So I
Yeah.
wondered if you could share what opportunities you have to be a part of that ministry, both as an individual, but also maybe
Yeah.
some opportunities that as a corporate body of Christ here at the church,
Mhm.
maybe you're looking for right now.
Yeah. I mean, we have everything from, so we just had a guy who's coming to our building now, who's growing a little older. His memory is beginning to slip more and more, but he still wants to serve. He came and said, "Hey, I want to do something." And so what he does is on a weekly basis, he walks through our halls and he prays. And he just walks through and he prays for folks. He asks for prayer requests. He prays over the students. Anything we need, he's there walking through the halls. And so people like that just say, making a friend with international seems really scary to me, or I don't feel equipped to be able to do that, but I can walk and pray. I can walk through the building, and you can walk through the building at times when everybody's there, or we can figure out a time when nobody's there and it's a good time, whatever you want to do for that. So that's a great way, an easy way to step into it. We're always in need of with our students. There's always very practical needs that our students have. So in terms of even rides, so there's a number of our students that don't have cars or don't have licenses. And so getting rides back and forth to school, probably one of the biggest reasons for absences in our school is a lack of rides. And so something fell through for a student or whatever it is. And so that's a huge thing. And so if you got a half an hour, or you can just pick up a student and drop them off at school, even just one day a week, that would be a huge thing. We have morning school that we can do that. We have evening programs where you can do that. That's a great thing to step into that. We always have needs too for our kids to help with homework. And so if you want to help a kid with homework and help with their math homework, English homework, whatever it is, we'll get you connected in those ways to be able to do that. If you just like to talk, you say, I don't really have a whole lot of skills or whatever, but I can have coffee. There are ways that, one of my programs is connecting individuals who just need a little extra help in conversation. So you want to grab coffee with somebody once a week and just talk about whatever you want to talk about. That's a great opportunity to step into that as well. And as church, as a church, one of the things that we always need is just an encouraging word from the church to say, hey, you can do this. And I know First Pres does a great job at that, but just making known what our needs are is really, really helpful to that. I think as a church too, just we have events coming up. We have our fall fundraiser coming up here in just next month, October the 20th. And so if First Pres wanted to get a table of people who might be interested or don't even know anything about us, and just to have a meal and learn about us, that's a great way to step into it, just to learn about those kinds of things. And so we've got tons of ways. If you want to come and, weed eat our building, if you want to come and, there's every way that you can imagine, from I want to jump in deep and I want to get into deep relationships with internationals. We can connect you with families to be able to do that very quickly. We try to be creative with it because, one of our big things is we are about relationships with people. And there are a million different ways to bless people in relationship. And it's not just this cookie cutter. This is the thing that we need you for. And, we always need volunteer teachers too. We do English programs. So if you got a morning a week or an evening a week where you want to come and teach a class, from whatever it is, from sewing to conversation, we even have a dance class this semester.